All right, guys. So to get started today, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and get a couple of materials out if you're going to be drawing with me. If you're not going to be drawing with me, then you can just watch. Let me go over my markers real quick because I get that question a lot on my videos. So everything that I draw, my weapon of choice, guys, is to draw with the Crayola marker. Okay, so I have a black and a gray Crayola marker here. Okay, I also have a Sharpie, or this one's actually called a Right Stuff marker, but I got it from HEB, which, if you guys are not from Texas, HEB is a grocery store. Yeah, we have HEBs down here in Texas. All right, and then we also have a Sharpie Magnum marker. Now, this is if you want to cover large spaces real quick. You want to have you a big Sharpie marker here like this one. And if you don't have one of these, you can go to the store and get one like this. This is actually an art skills marker. It's like a poster marker, so they're pretty cool to use. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and jump right in. I think I already got Ariana Grande. She's actually the first one on the screen. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start with her. And we're going to see if we can't make her into a cartoon, okay? Now, guys, when you draw on a picture, there's a few things you want to look at. Number one is this, okay? I brought my little book here for you guys to check out, and I'm going to put my other book to the side, okay? If you'll see here, we have some basic head shapes, okay? So you want to look at what the basic shape of the head is, and then you want to draw that and then put your features in. Now, the other way is to start from the inside out, which that's what we're going to do today because she's kind of at an angle, okay? What I'm kind of trying to say basically is whichever way the picture comes to you is the way you should draw it. But be sure that you get the head shape correct, because if you mess that up, you're not going to be able to get the caricature to look like that person. So let's go ahead and do go ahead and try to see what we can do here. So I'm going to draw the eyes first. So I'm going to start in the middle of the page here, and I'm going to say, okay. So I'm just going to draw me some eyes right here, okay? Okay, then I'm going to draw the eyeballs here. Okay, and then maybe we can draw her eyebrows here. So let's see here. She got some eyebrows that do something like this. Okay, that looks like those. Those look like her eyebrows. Now let's go ahead and we're going to draw us a nose here. So let's see here. Okay, and now we're going to get us some lips right here. So let's see. Okay, that looks like her. I like it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a head shape here. So if we're doing the head shape, what we'll do here is we'll just kind of start from here. Give her a chin here. Don't go too big on that. Okay, then we'll put her ear right here. Little earring right there. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start doing the top part of the head here. Awesome. Okay, let me go ahead and put her neck here. Okay. Now, guys, let me first of all here. Woo, it's pretty smoking in here. Let me turn my little. I got a little fan off here to the side. Okay, so now I'm just going to let me downsize it just a little bit. I just want to see how long her hair is. Now, I could do her shoulder like she got it in here, so I can just do something like this. I'm going to make the hair come around in the front instead of the back like she got it in the picture, but that's okay. And like I said, guys, this is an initial interpretation. The purpose of this stream is to teach you how to learn to draw solely by using a marker. So there are no guidelines on the paper. I didn't do anything special, any pre-preparing and all that stuff. I just went straight with it. So this is to teach you, if you want to be a caricature artist and you want to learn how to draw with the markers, it's really simple to learn. You just got to learn how to draw off of instinct, and then don't really worry about what people think about your picture all the time. You know, it's easy to do. Okay. Okay, awesome. All right, so we pretty much got our drawing down to a science here. And I think this has actually came out pretty good. To say it was my first one of the day. You know, as my hand gets a little warmed up, I'm able to do more stuff. I get bolder as I get warmed up, you know. Go ahead and make those eyelashes nice and tight right there. Okay. All right, so now let's go ahead, guys, and we're going to try to do a little bit of color in here. So, oh, wait a minute. We left her other shoulder out. My goodness. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one in black and white, guys. So I'm going to use a gray marker. No, I'm going to do color. I think I changed my mind. All right, so for my color, I'm going to break out my little color palette here. I got my little palette sticks. These colors are basically just makeup colors. So I'm going to put those off to the side here so you'll be able to see them. I don't need everything on the screen at one time, so. All right, so let's go ahead and get kicked off. All right, so I'm gonna use this color here. Put my foundation down first. Let's see if we can hook the face up. So here we're just putting our base layer, okay? It's a little base layer. Don't worry about trying to define the face yet. Just make it all one solid color. Just like that. Almost there, guys. Eh, just take your time. One solid color base. Okay. So now we pretty much got our solid color base down, okay? So you'll see that the face looks very flat right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to start adding contour to the face. So I'm going to show you how we do that. We're going to use the same color. We're going to really saturate our little palito here. And then we're going to just use it in one little spot. You're going to basically form the shapes of the face. So if you see here, I'm not moving my stick around as much. I'm limiting the spreading of the pigment of the makeup. And this, guys, can be used. It doesn't matter whether you're using paint or whether you're using color pencils or whatever. This is the same technique I use no matter what I'm coloring with, okay? So you'll see here that I'm just limiting my brush stroke here. Concentrating the pigment in one space. Okay. Now, when you're drawing live, you'll obviously have greater flexibility as far as what you can and can't do. Because I'm drawing from a photograph reference, I'm simply just coloring the lighting of the face from the photograph. I might change it a little bit, but pretty much it's all going to remain the same. So here I'm forming the other side of the nose here. Oh, you said, oh, you're afraid of using marker without the pencil. Yeah, well, at first, that's going to happen. That's to be expected. You know, it's at first I use the pencil too, you know, so, but eventually, once you learn what you're drawing or learn what you're, and I'm going to show you some things after I finish this. In between each caricature, I'm going to do a brief lesson on something, and I'm going to teach you how to think about it so that when you put the marker in your hand, you're not intimidated. Because if you can draw with a pencil, if you think about it, you can draw with a marker. You know what I mean? Pencil kind of just means pencils kind of are for it's a thing you use when you know that you can make a mistake. It's for uncertainty. But when you're drawing caricatures per se, you want to be able to do them quickly, because that's how you make your living. You're making your living, so you want to be able to do a good job quickly and with something that doesn't smear all over the paper like a pencil. You know what I mean? All right, so here I'm just going to form the other cheek here. And guys, if you paid attention to this, anytime you draw on a female caricature, stay away from making big teeth and all that kind of stuff. If you want them to like the picture, they might say they like it in front of you when they mess their face up, but when they get around the corner, they're going to throw them in the trash can. So don't do that, you know. And this is also a good thing if you're in school and you want to make a little side money, you know. This is a good thing to learn how to do because your fellow students will, you know, ever since I was young, I can remember knowing how to draw was always something that could, you know, earn me a little something on the side so I could help mama out. You know what I mean? All right. So here I'm just going to kind of just finish up this nose here, the bridge of the nose. Okay, almost there, guys, almost. Awesome. Okay, so now I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna add a little shade over here. Remember, I'm restricting the movement of the pigment. Restricting that movement. I want it to stay in one spot. Yeah, this is how you use it. Use these cosmetics, eh? You know, you find art supplies in the darndest places, and actually, right on, right on, right on. Believe it or not, guys, what I'm doing right now, this is the same thing that the makeup artists do. You know, for instance, if I take a piece of paper, like you ever see them, they'll color something, right, and they'll do like this, and then they'll do like something like this to make the line come in. Now watch when I take the paper away. You see how it makes the lines in the paper? You see it? You ever seen them do this on TV? They're doing the makeup and they'll do something like this. So I'm just basically doing the same thing. You see how it makes the structure, and then I just blend it in a little bit because I want those lines to be kind of soft, because she has a little bit of a roundness to her face. She doesn't have really defined cheekbones. But yeah, this is the same thing makeup artists use. So the face is just a canvas. All right, let's go ahead and do the neck right here. And how you know how to color something, guys, when you're putting your shade down, you want to know where your lighting goes. You have to think of each thing as a basic shape. Like when I'm when I'm drawing the forehead, for instance, I'm thinking that I'm drawing on a globe, like a round surface. So you know, on a globe, or let's just say the neck. Look at this right here. If you look at this pen, you can see the light on the pen, right? You see that in the middle it has a light right there, but it looks like it's shaded here and here, but it's light right here, because this is indicating where the curve is at, and then this is indicating where the sides are. So the same thing happens when you're drawing on a cylinder. The face does like this. So that's how you want to color it. So you want to practice shading in shapes, spears and cylinders and all kind of cool stuff like that. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead here and we're gonna go ahead and color her arms in here. Remember, the arm is nothing but a cylinder. So how am I gonna get it to look real? I'm gonna leave some light in the middle like this. You see, like the pen. And then I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Okay, then we're gonna do this other arm over here, and then me. Okay. Okay. Now, guys, the first layer is pretty much down. So we're going to bring it out even further now. Okay. We're going to go to our next darker color. Okay, which would be, and let me just do this with my finger just to kind of tone that down a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna use this like a little burnt. It's like a burnt sienna color. It's like a reddish brown, and then I'm gonna use that, but I'm gonna use it kind of here. And we're gonna come back and add some red to that in just a little bit, just to get it, nice and in there. Okay, then I'm gonna add some here. To the very side of the face. Yes, okay. I'm gonna add some here under the chin. And you'll see that's gonna cause like a little bit of a separation there. That's exactly what I want. Okay. Awesome. Okay. Now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and put up my makeup kit for a minute. And then we're going to go into the next portion of the drawing. And that's going to be doing the lips and the eyes and stuff. So once we start putting these colors in, you're going to see the picture really start to pop out to you. So she has like a brown color there, like a honey brown color eyes. Okay, let me see here. When you're drawing caricature, when someone's order it, do you sketch it first or marker from the beginning? Okay, the rule is this, I never, sometimes I do a bit of a sketch, depending on if they want a certain body position. Like, for instance, if they want a theme, they say, well, draw me, and I would like to have a Mario Brothers theme. Well, then, because I'm not drawing a straight up picture, something like this one, I may, get an idea of what I want for the background. But in general, no, I'm not going to use a pencil at all, because usually to me pencils make me second guess my idea almost. So that's why I don't use them. I don't prefer to. Okay. And then I'm gonna let that dry just a little bit, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of purple because you could. But once that dries, okay. Now we're gonna do the eyebrows here, so we can actually use. I want to say we're gonna go ahead and do the eyebrows with a black, maybe. Nah, I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna use a dark brown. I don't want them to be too powerful. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start doing the hair, okay? Let me see here. Yes, yes, complexity of the composition. Oh, necklace. Uh-oh. You know what? I did forget about that. So, hey, I'm gonna use a pencil. Watch this. We'll erase it out. But we'll put it in last. But that's something that we can worry about later on. Okay, now what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to go ahead and finish doing the eyebrows and stuff. And then after that, we're going to do the hair. Okay, so let me kind of tilt my paper to the side here. I'm going to get a little small piece of paper out of the side here so I can rest my hand until I put a sealer on it. I don't want to drag my hand across the paper and smear the makeup. So when I'm drawing live, I don't normally have to do this because keep in mind I'm drawing on an easel, so my hand is always kind of off of the paper. With this, I'm drawing on a flat surface, so it's a little bit more complexity involved. So here I'm just gonna darken my eyes in, and then I'm gonna do the eyelashes because those are something that really make her picture stick out. Okay, just like that. All right, now let's come back here and we're gonna get a brown. I gotta get a brown out of my bag here. And we're gonna start doing our hair, okay? All right, so let's start here at the hairline. So I'm gonna start on this side of the picture first. Okay. Now I'm gonna do the hair braid here. So let me move my makeup out of the way here. I'm gonna have to turn my paper, guys, just to get the right angle on this. So let me just turn my paper here a little bit. Okay, turn it back straight, and then we're gonna go to the other side here. Okay, awesome. All right. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna add a little bit of this color here. This is like a burnt orange red color, and this is gonna give it that flavor that she got, kind of that light brownish kind of look she has on the bottom of her hair here. Just like that. And we'll add a little bit of up here as well. I keep these in my caricature museum, so that's why I gotta make sure I do them right. All right, and let me do a little bit of shade right here. Okay. All right. Now let's get a little bit of this color here. All right. It looks like we got our picture down to a science. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put this necklace that we took our time to erase out. I can just make it with this little, make some little rhinestones or something like that. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and it's me. What color is that dress? Is that purple? It looks like it's a black. What do you think? Think it's black? I think it's black. Oh, thank you on the compliments on my hair. That's awesome. It's been a mess all day. Here, let me color with this one here. Awesome. Okay. Okay. And last but not least, guys. What do you mean? What are you? How are you? What are you? I'm not understanding. Okay, one question at a time. He said, this guy's actually is a whiteout, like a correction pen I use to put the light in the eyes when I'm done. Okay. And then we're about to close out here, guys, in just a sec. All right, let's come back with that purple. And this is a highlighter purple, so it's not going to go real dark. This is going to give her lips a little bit of that purple tint that it has in her lipstick. So anyway, this is what I think that Ariana Grande would look like if she was a cartoon. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start closing out here. So I'm going to use this marker here. And make sure I got one that's really charged up. Okay, that's cool. All right, so I like to put like a little frame around my picture. So let's frame her real quick. I think that makes the picture look real nice. This is my personal style right there. Like that, and then we're gonna put her name right here. But I want it to be pretty elegant. So I'm not gonna put no really boss letters on there. I want them to be let me see. And this we'll just put okay, and then at the bottom here I'm gonna sign my name. Okay, and then last but not least, we're gonna get out our hairspray. Oh, wait a minute. Gotta put those baby hairs in there. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spray it down real quick. So that's gonna kind of clean up the picture for me. I'm gonna let it dry for a sec. This is I use hairspray to kind of to seal the paper or seal the makeup on there. So let me let that dry. Can you put photo reference and video descriptions? I'd like to draw the characters of the same purpose as you from the same source. Okay, yeah, I'll make a note to do that when I put it in the description. Yeah, because this particular picture, what I'll do is I'll usually find a picture of the person on the internet, and then I have to look at different ones to be sure that's the one that I want to use and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I can make sure that I do that for you next time or whenever I put the pictures up. Cool. All right, guys. So that's our first picture of the day. Ariana Grande. Okay. Hopefully you guys like that picture. Hello there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, you did? Well then, you see that subscribe button below? Push it. And after, push the bell icon next to it and select the all option. Then you will get notifications of all new uploaded videos and when I go live. Oh yeah. So thanks for watching and subscribing, and check out these other videos for more cool stuff. Have a great day and happy penciling.